Here we are. This video is going to be for all of our friends out there that always hear us talking about this green shake that Matt and I and Amanda drink all the time. We've been drinking this shake for about a year and a half, at least about 5 days a week, usually 7, but it's a staple in our diet. I drink it multiple times a day sometimes. So something we really love. I feel like we get a lot of nutrition benefit from it. So we're going to go over.
Shout out to Joe Rogan for that.
Yeah. We actually started this from listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about this Hulk shake that he drinks all the time. So the basic ingredients are pretty much the same. We've made some minor tweaks to it to make it taste better, and you have to play around with the ingredients a little bit because, as you can see, there are a lot of ingredients in this one. So let's start with the first thing that's a superfood that you can look up tons and tons of benefits to. Everyone's probably heard about it, especially if you're a runner or you're into sports at all. Chia seeds, they're high in fatty acids, like really good fats, a lot of protein actually for seeds as well. So we're going to be putting about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in this shake as well.
You can't even taste them.
Yes.
There's no negative taste effects to it.
Yeah. They're delicious. I love them. I put them in almost everything, yogurt, everything as well. So if you want to go over that.
Yeah, coconut oil. We pretty much use this in everything. We use it to cook with, and if you're greasing up the pan instead of using vegetable oil or olive oil, something like that, we just use coconut oil. You can put it in coffee. You can put it in anything. So we load it up in the shake. Usually about 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons. You really can't have too much though. You can go online to look at a bunch of different benefits for coconut oil, but it's incredible.
And the other unique thing about coconut oil is that it actually helps you absorb the type of fat that it is helps you absorb a lot of the good nutrients that are fat soluble in some of these vegetables that you're going to be consuming in the shake. So it's really important to put the coconut oil in there. It may sound gross, you won't even taste it, but it definitely has a purpose. So the next thing we do, hemp seeds. Raw hemp seeds are great. Again, omega 6, omega 3. You have it's just a superfood. It's got protein in it, another great source of fat.
Yep. And then obviously kale, you can use this pretty liberally. You can put a couple handfuls, chunk worth in there. Kale's a superfood. It's something that it's pretty much a staple of our diet, especially when you put it in the shakes, because it's an easy way to it's a cheap way to kind of fill up the shakes, and usually that'll be the majority of what's actually in the shake. And then that's the collagen powder is new, right? You want to talk about that? I don't know a whole lot about that.
Yeah, collagen powder is a very dense protein. Actually, for every serving of this, which is 12-gram serving, which is about 2 rounded tablespoons, there are 11 grams of protein. So you're getting 0 carbs, high protein. It's very cost effective. You get a lot of vitamins like vitamin A and C.
How much was that? And
then a ton of collagen. I think this one's about $20, and it's lasted about 2 months.
Okay.
On that.
So we do a scoop each. So
I usually put about 3 to 4 scoops because I like to get extra protein in. Especially when you're drinking a lot of shakes, you may not be eating a lot of meals where you just sit down and eat straight protein. So I make sure that I put a good bit of this in there. It doesn't really have a taste to it, but it also has collagen. It's hydrolyzed collagen, that's what it is. So your body can absorb that, and that definitely helps for skin, tons of different things that helps for. So really great, awesome superfood, staple of my diet now.
And then everybody's familiar with cucumbers, apples, lemons, and celery, so we won't go into too much detail on those, but we usually do 2 to 3 stalks of celery, a big Granny Smith apple, because those are my favorite in terms of flavor, and then optional lemon, half a cucumber or a whole cucumber, depending on how many people are going to drink it.
The lemon's really for taste, to help. It helps mask some of the flavor of, especially when you're talking about the ginger and the garlic. And the ginger and the garlic are really important. That might be about the craziest thing that people see right here is having raw ginger and garlic. But these are, everyone's probably heard about probiotics. These are prebiotics. These are the types of foods that stimulate the good bacteria in your gut to grow. This is what they eat. They like to eat raw ginger, garlic. So if you really want to have a good gut flora, good gut bacteria, I can't say enough about the ginger and the garlic.
Yeah, so just be careful on the garlic. You don't want to put too many in there, or else it'll dominate it. So we do 2 or 3 or 4 of these, depending on how much you really like it. And then for the ginger, Joe Rogan says to do about a key fob worth. So somewhere around there. Just cut off a nice little size worth. So we're gonna blend this up and taste it, drink it.
Yeah. Then we're gonna do a taste review, and we'll tell you what we think. All right, so we're back, and our green shake is complete. So we're ready to do the tasting and give you guys a little review. And so
we put in about 16 ounces of cold water, and you can throw in a couple ice cubes if you like it really cold. And you can see the consistency of it. It's really blended, and it kind of looks like it kind of comes out looking like verde salsa, like kind of green chili salsa.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hulk shakes. It's delicious.
Yep, a little spicy, the garlic and the ginger, and it's just really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing that we noticed when we started drinking these, or at least for me, I really didn't like them the first week and a half that I was drinking them, just because it's kind of new flavors. The ginger was kind of gross, the garlic was way too overwhelming. But Anthony was reading a book called what was it, Brainmaker?
Brainmaker. Yep.
Yeah, and one of the things it talks about in there is how your cravings are affected by your microbiomes, your gut bacteria. So just literally by drinking and adding new things into your diet, just like any other habit, you can change it and kind of make a new habit. And so now, we've been drinking these for a year and a half, so now it's my favorite thing to drink. It's probably my favorite part of my diet.
Yeah, mine too. I mean, this is really good. Like, I don't take vitamins or really any other supplements anymore, and I have in the past, but I really don't need to because I get all my vitamins in these green shakes. And you're getting the oils, so I don't take fish oil or anything like that. So you get your vitamins from whole, raw foods, and you're getting the fiber from all of the plants that you put in here as well. So it's really great. This is a lot different from like juicing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, and if I have, one piece of advice on top of the things we've already talked about, in the beginning, if you're really looking into exploring using this shake called the Hulk shake, then go easy on the garlic and the ginger in the beginning because it does have a spice and a kick to it, and that will help you ease yourself into the others. So that would be my biggest advice on the actual flavor profile of it, is to go easy on the garlic and the ginger.
I agree. Well, one thing that about the vitamins too, Tim Ferriss talked about a study where they actually I don't know what university it was through, but they actually looked at the vitamin contents of vitamin supplements,
right?
And they found out that 70% of them in certain vitamins don't even have what you're taking. So don't go through the supplement route where you're not even sure if they're actually getting that in each pill that you take every day. Just get it from Whole Foods if you can, and it takes 10 minutes to make, and it's delicious and it's super good for you.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So we'll keep doing reviews of shakes like this to share with you guys. We hope that you learned something from it, and maybe one of them will be something you add to your diet, and it will help you live longer, happier, and healthier. So have a great rest of the day.
Cheers.
Cheers.